And now, my favorite part. So, what we can learn from the inborn voice of Colin Firth. I always say inborn voice, but many people think that it's just the voice. I explain it again very shortly here. Voice is the sound that come out, okay, with some emotion. An inborn voice is the voice that we were born with. What does it mean? That is perfectly connected. Connected with the feeling, the emotion, our mission in life, and especially is always, always, always consistent. When you are looking for something that is consistent, intense, and reflect you, and especially give and transfer the right emotion to the other, that's the inborn voice. Okay? So, here is the summary. We have watched many movies and many clips, and especially from the last one, I think that I have other many clips that I want to select for you, probably in another video. I will do probably another video about the king's speech. Is too much intense, okay? I can lose myself also talking about this movie because it's intense, especially for people that love voice. But let's come back and start with Bridget Jones. Okay, what we can learn in Bridget Jones from Colin? Exactly this sense of British humor, all right? And this sense of a man that is a gentleman with good manners that suddenly become a little bit more ironic and happy and make some little smile, but in the meantime give us a sense of I'm breaking a little bit the rules, okay? I decide to show a little bit my emotions. So technically, we can stretch always a little bit the voice, but with very small layers and nuances. Sometimes for calling is just a very small facial movement that people probably don't pay attention so much. But please watch the face and the sound of the voice that never ever ever lose the British accent, but immediately become many other sounds, many other emotion, feelings, okay? This is the Bridget Jones. And when we talk about the next one is Nanny McPhee, okay? This is again, this British sense is a little bit more intense than Bridget Jones, okay? The difference between this ironic man that is killing this pillow and this colorful woman that is trying, to let Colin fall in love with her. We can see that the voice is moving, is switching very fast and easily from this man till reaching this ironic and funny. Here is funny. With Bridget Jones, the voice is not so funny. It's just a little smile and a little enjoying, all right? In Nanny McPhee, you can increase this funny sense. But remember, it's like black and white, okay? Part of the face of Colin is still British. The other part is, okay, I'm smiling with my kids. We are playing with this woman, okay? Let's have fun, okay? Then, single man, we move immediately in the social meaning. So absolutely no more fun. And but it's intense. What we can learn that from this voice that is a resolute voice. As a professor, immediately we get this emotion that is coming. This emotion is coming, is shaking the professor. And you feel it in the voice, you see in the face. He starts to watch inside of himself, and the voice is perfectly becoming more, how how can I say, is not a voice that wants to talk with the audience too much, but is talking with the audience and in the meantime talking with himself. Like a voice that is just questioning himself. Okay? That's good. That's perfect. And when Colin talks and speaks about emotion, you see how much is difficult for him. Okay? In all the occasion and all these movies. Okay? And probably is the experience that helped him so much. Then the other one, what we can learn from Kingsman, absolutely. We can learn exactly these good manners maketh man. Okay? He used a very firm voice, but it is a firm voice with different nuances. It's not a firm voice that is boring. No. I have the strength to do it. Let me show it to you. Okay? And the other clip is talking with the guy, with the young boy. Again, this very light movement with the lips, okay? From the British, where the lips are very firm and very stable. And then this, okay, light movement, this, I don't want to say fluffy or flubby, but okay, I'm nearly there to smile. It's just a very hard smile, but it's coming. Not easy to do it. It's not easy, especially if you want to do it naturally. But this is part of the inborn voice of this man. Never forget it. Never forget it. That smile that is coming and is very, very small, is very, very hidden in some way, not ready to come out so clearly, is part of his inborn voice. Then we reach the last movie, The King's Speech, my favorite one. And as I said before, I will do another video. I'm sure about it, okay? What we can learn. Thousands of things. Especially how it's hard and difficult to portray a character that feel very deep emotion. Okay, so I want to talk about the technical point of view, the acting point of view, and the consistency one, all right? Especially the inborn voice, when everything is intense. Technically, he is brilliant. He is sublime. He is impressive. He is able to let us feel these very short movements again with the apparatus. The tongue that is moving, okay? Like that. Okay? I want to try. I would like to try, okay? And sometimes the voice is also cut, all right? Great. I repeat every single time. To portray a character like this, is it easy? No, it's very hard. Don't believe that you will be able to do this character as your first character. Need practice, but especially experience and especially connection with the inborn voice. And don't expect to be perfect at the beginning. Remember it. It's impossible. Takes time to portray a character like that. It's profound, it's intense. It's brilliant. Takes time. A lot of effort. You need to feel, understand, try to use your muscles. And remember, technically, if you use the muscles like that, okay, British people, you know, they are a little bit it's a little bit more easy for them because they have a sound that is a little bit on the back, okay, more than Italian or many other languages. But anyway, if someone try to do this hesitant voice, this movement with the tongue, with the muscles, and push himself just technically so far away, at the end of the day, he can lose the voice. Yes, he can lose the voice at the end of the day. So technically, he was perfect. But remember, technically, to portray this character is not, never, ever, ever enough. No, because you will probably be overwhelmed. And the tension that is inside and outside is just a reflection. Probably you will feel the tension outside, not inside, and the voice at the end of the day will tell you, I'm fed up. I'm not here anymore. Try next week to do again this character. Okay, it's important. Then the acting part, okay? The acting part is again brilliant, perfect, is there. On these 4th clips, okay? And probably I have selected 7, 5, whatever, many, okay? We can perfectly learn also how the voice is present and more fluid when he speaks about something that he knows is objective. Nobody, listen to me carefully, nobody can judge that thing. Nobody. So the voice starts to become a little bit more fluid, and you need to feel in the acting that you can go a little bit more easily in that direction. But suddenly, when he starts to speak about personal matters, oh, you see, he moved out. He moved the neck, he moved the tongue, he moved all the muscles, okay? The face, the eyes, exactly like a stammer. Don't think that Colin never ever experienced or watched or talked with someone that has got this problem. No, you need to feel. And it's not just a mirroring concept. No, it's not. Because he has his own way to portray this stammering voice. Everyone has got his own, but he is not a stammer. He was able to be intensely a stammer. So here is the moment that I connect everything with the consistency and especially the inborn voice. I told you at the beginning of the video there is a reason, all right? This is a huge and important actor, but for him, expressing emotion has never been easy. Probably the experience has helped him to do it, but not totally, not completely. And when he was ready to portray the king's speech, he was able to connect the inborn voice of a sense of a king, because he is British, okay? And he has got this culture inside, in the blood, bloody, always say bloody, okay? So it's part of his culture and especially his childhood environment. And in the meantime, the desire to let the emotion flow, express the emotion with joy. And this resolute man with this culture, but especially this environment, with this huge desire of express emotion clearly, is a masterpiece. Is totally a masterpiece. So we can learn this. We need to feel. And I'm not saying we need to feel. No, we need to feel. When we portray or when we want to talk about what is important for us, connected with the inborn voice that is inside of us, our mission, our feeling. That's why he's also a very good actor as a social one. And I consider this last movie a social movie too, okay? It's brilliant. Please practice, practice, practice. Before practicing this movie, practice the other clips, okay? And then try to reach that one. But feel the desire to express emotion and transfer emotion to the other. This is the best thing that Colin has taught me, can teach you, and absolutely we can learn from him. Subscribe to the channel and like the video.